Rating Your Orders, episode 7. If you don't know what this is where I take one order per week from my sample website, visionaryfragrances.com, and I will rate and review the perfumes that are in this order. So today we have an order from Benjamin. Benjamin, if you're watching, thank you very much for your order. This one is a really nice order. Lots of fragrances I really like personally, and so I'm excited to get into this. First one is Amouage Reflection Man. This is undoubtedly Amouage's most popular fragrance, I would say, and I think that makes sense because it is probably Amouage's easiest to wear fragrance. It's the most versatile. You know, Amouage are a brand that are known for heavy hitting fragrances, really strong, dense, challenging, sort of Middle Eastern style fragrances. Think of Silver Oud, think of Interlude Man, really challenging to wear, not for everyone. Reflection Man is much more on the easier side of things, but it's a easy to wear, versatile fragrance that smells really high quality and beautiful and classy at the same time. So Reflection Man is a really good formal fragrance in my opinion. It's a masculine floral fragrance. So there are lots of floral notes in here with petitgrain, with rosemary, with neroli. So it has a nice floral aspect whilst maintaining a kind of masculine scent profile. But overall it smells really classy, formal, and a fragrance to wear to a formal situation or maybe like a black tie event. You know, think if you're going to a wedding or a party like that, Reflection Man would be a great choice. Similarly, a job interview or in the office, this would be a really good choice for an everyday wear. Now, the issue with it being an everyday wear is it's really expensive. The latest price I've seen from Amouage, if you buy this retail price, is £320, which is a hell of a lot of money for a fragrance to wear every day. So for me, it's a formal occasion fragrance when I want to smell really clean, professional and classy. This is Reflection Man. Fragrance number 2 is another one that has been an old-time sort of favourite for me, and that is Layton by Parfums de Marly. One of my first Parfums de Marly fragrances that I bought, and I think this is probably Parfums de Marly's most famous fragrance, most popular. Similar with Amouage, with Reflection Man, Layton is Parfums de Marly's most popular fragrance, at least in my opinion. This one got really a lot of hype back in like 2020, that year. 2020, 2021, people like Demi Rolling were really hyping this up, and so it got a lot of popularity from that. Now, I don't have the same love for Layton like I used to because I think I just wore it a lot. But back, a few years ago, I really loved it. But unfortunately, Parfums de Marly did change the formula slightly. And so it used to have this nice menthol note in the opening, which I really liked, and it really kind of went well with my skin. It was the menthol note mixed with the sweetness and spiciness of Layton. But they changed that a few years ago, and now it's not quite as interesting, but it's still a really nice date night fragrance or cold weather fragrance. But I think this shines really well in the date night because it is a spicy fragrance with nice sweet notes. It never becomes too difficult to wear. It maintains an easy to wear profile, which is really great when you're going on a date night. This is Layton. Number 3 from Chanel, Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I love this. I think this is one of the best everyday fragrances you can wear, especially for the kind of warmer weather, spring and summer. Think of the weather we're coming into just now. This one is excellent. I know this has been spoken about so many times. It is one of the most popular fragrances in the men's kind of designer market, I would say. But it's just done so beautifully, and there isn't any other fragrance alternative to Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. There's no clone of this. There's nothing that you could give a one-on-one comparison that you should buy another fragrance instead. You should just buy Allure Homme Sport. There's no point trying to search for a clone for this because nothing comes close to how this smells. What I love about this, it's the mix of the sweetness in the base. It's got a depth of sweetness from this coumarin note or tonka bean, and it has a really nice, bright, energetic opening of mint and a sort of mandarin orange type of note, but the mint and orange blend so well with that sweetness, and it just gives a really nice, classy, uplifting, almost holiday feel in the fragrance, but it smells really luxurious. Now, last 2 fragrances for the summertime. I think Benjamin is planning for the summer here. We have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense, a designer fragrance that is really good for the summer, long lasting, and you can buy it for a good price. If you look on websites like Notino, you can buy a big 200 ml bottle, which will last you a long time. You can buy it for a fairly reasonable price. And when you break that down, if you look at the price per 100 ml, if you buy the big 200 ml, you're getting a really good fragrance for really good value for money as well. This one focuses on clean musks. So it smells very white. It's a very clean smelling fragrance, almost like clean skin, clean laundry. It's citrusy in the opening, but not really lemon-like or zesty. It's more like a grapefruit sort of smell. But the citrus is there, but not overwhelmingly so. And then it dries down. It's sort of just clean woods. It's clean skin. It's vibrant. It's for the summer. I mean, you can tell by the bottle, can't you? It's for the summer, but it's long lasting as well. And I think it's worth having in your collection as an everyday fragrance to wear in the summer. This could be an everyday fragrance to work, just doing anything. This is going to work really well. And the last one is probably my favorite fragrance of all time. It is Imagination. So they are gearing up for summer for sure. This one, we're talking about my website, my sample website. I think Imagination has been the most popular fragrance of all time. I've got through so many bottles of this, it's ridiculous. And every day, I don't think a day goes past without selling a sample of Imagination. And the whole Louis Vuitton line actually is really popular, but Imagination is definitely the most popular. This one just takes you to a different place when you smell it. It's one of those fragrances that transport you to a sunny location. It's so beautiful, it's so vibrant. The citruses are so realistic. I just love that. I love the citrus feel you get in here. Because citruses are hard to do in fragrances. They can come across as really cheap smelling, like cleaning products, you know. And in Imagination, it's not the case at all. They smell like you're smelling a bowl of fruit. And I think there's a lot of skill gone into that. But also you have spiciness, you have like a cinnamon note. So it's zesty, it's spicy, and then it dries down to a really nice clean wood, very effervescent. It really does project this one. I don't know what performance you get on your skin with Imagination. If you've tried it, let me know. I get decent performance. For a fresh fragrance, you're never going to get really hyper beast mode. You have to know that most fresh fragrances are not going to be really strong. However, Imagination and Light Blue Intense are two of the stronger citrus fragrances, summer fragrances that I have personally tried. This is Imagination, and I think every person should try it. Don't blind buy it because the price is astronomical. It's really expensive. So do sample Imagination and sample every fragrance before you buy it. That's my opinion, because you don't want to waste money on blind buying something that someone like me tells you is really good, only for you not to like it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to rate your order, please let me know your order number. See you soon.